Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new Shaddoll support. There was one Shaddoll fusion that was revealed a couple of days ago, but the other 3 new cards were revealed yesterday. So let's try them out. They got 2 new fusions, a new regular effect monster, I guess, and a new spell card. They are all fantastic. The spell that searches reveals one, essentially a double search for the deck, and then, you know, sends one, and that could trigger your Shaddol stuff, your Shaddol cards. The other 2 fusions, what is it? Flip face up, flip face down, and this one, basically a masterpiece, unaffected by card, well, almost unaffected by card effects, depending on the level, for example, and it's a searcher, a once per turn searcher, so fantastic support. Let's see, Void Liberation is the one that, you know, reveal, search 2, and then discard 1, essentially. So let's see, we go for talents. They chain World Charm, we do chain the El Shaddoll Fusion. Sure, it will eventually give them at least 1 card, because we're using Wendy to special summon from the deck, but I think it's worth it. So we go for the new Wendy Fusion, which essentially you want to get her heart as soon as possible, because she is the one that flips stuff face up, face down. So it's essentially your sinister Shadow games as you were using back in the day. Schism is one of your MVPs. Yeah, again, highly searchable, but 3 fusions every day. I think this was news. I think we sent back a call by from their hand with talents. So we go for Winda. And I'm not so sure if you know the last cards. I don't think so, but I think this almost should be enough, right? Unless they have another normal summon, right? Anyway, so we tribute for Nip because essentially it makes sense, because now both Shaddolls will trigger. The new Wendy gets any card, any Shaddoll card from your grave back to the hand. So that can be a monster as well, unlike the OG Shaddoll cards, which, you know, only gets back spells or traps. We see the new card is Failure. We do chain Schism, so now, okay, we banish our own construct. You definitely need 3 construct, by the way. You know, you're special summoning her every time. And then send, at least you still, you know, be able to use their effect. This is a new play, right? Skomata Foolishing, the new one, Krista, which essentially, you know, whenever that is sent to the graveyard, it becomes a polymerization. And by doing this, you can go for the new one, the Earth one, which essentially needs 3 monsters, one of them being an Earth. The new one, the Krista, is an Earth. And you can use the fusion materials from your graveyard. So this essentially banishes Shaddolls from the graveyard. This makes your area alive, so really nice. Long story short, again, the setup you want to have is this, going for the Wendy, which again manipulates flip up, face down. It's a quick effect during your opponent's turn as well, to basically abuse your Shaddolls by flipping, etc. There is one major flaw though, I don't think it was needed essentially, but as soon as you use your Earth effect, your regular effect, your Krista, to fusion summon, you can only special summon Shaddolls for that turn, at least from the extra deck. So this means that if you want to use that really solid effect from the new Earth one, this one, you know, the one that banishes from the grave to fusion summon, you cannot link summon unless it's, you know, Shaddoll. You cannot go for Dracotail fusions. You cannot basically summon any other fusion other than Shaddoll, and that counts for the entire turn. So that's a huge bummer, which I don't think it was needed anyway. So instead of the Fire Krista, we should have gone for Shaggy Naga. Shaggy Naga would have been a better option anyway. I think the Equip Shaddoll spell is also needed. Again, triple El Shaddoll Fusion, triple Shaddoll Fusion, and then one of the Equip spell, essentially because with your combos you can quickly plow through your 3 fusion spells. And keep in mind, Blazing Cartesia as the best light Shaddoll. Obviously, again, searchable off of deployment. So this eventually, you know, they had 2 hand traps, so we needed the 3rd fusion spell essentially. Okay, so let's see, we go for the Earth one, get another search, we search El Shaddoll Fusion, okay, we didn't have that one, and this is so cool. Again, we can go for another construct, basically free advantage, and whenever that new Earth is sent to the graveyard, it reborns any Shaddoll from the graveyard. So, imagine this support, when was it, 2020? When we got new Shaddolls? But it's needed though. So reborn construct, use construct again, like, wow, the advantage is through the roof. Go for the new Wendy, you know, manipulate the attribute. Trigger OG Wendy, special summon. I guess Hedgehog Ariel would have been nice as well, because again we got, okay, we are searching Schism. Okay, that makes sense. And then, you know, keep the Hedgehog on field to potentially maybe I should have flipped my construct face down to still manipulate the levels. Manipulate the you know, stuff. Anyway. So we go for core. We are preemptively going for Wendy, at least on the chain. What is it? This was okay, yeah, Malice. So now they are. I mean, it's still a Winda deck. So essentially, if your opponent wants to special summon, you block them with Winda, and if they are able to get rid of Winda, you can still play with other stuff like Schism or your other spells, or the new Wendy to block or protect Winda essentially. So we go for Ep Cologne because that's a dark. You know, because of Schism, they have to send a dark from their field to the graveyard, get rid of our own Winda. To go for Shaggy Naga just in case, and then, you know, we can play now essentially. We are now not locked. Triple Super Poly, I think, is also staple for this deck. It lets you play through boards as well. You'll see the going second game in a few moments. So what can they do? I missed that. What was it? Two traps, I think, set from Malice, which essentially are dead. What can they do? So again, we get our loopy thingy going, you know, with Wendy, the fusion, Ariel, etc., reborn, etc. I think I tried to go for a game, but not possible because of one of the traps. But with Super Poly, small spoiler, we are able to attack for the game. So I guess this is just a chopping block, prevent me from attacking for a game. But nope, that's not the case. Win at number 2, and this should be more than. Because we're able to protect Window, right? Okay, yeah, Fusion, this is really strong. Deployment for Cartesia, again the light we need with any Shaddoll. This is instant Construct, and Construct on its own already opens up so many new stuff. This feels so delicious. Them trying to imperm your Construct, L Shaddoll Fusion, I feel a 3-off staple. Still, because, you know, it lets you dodge stuff. Go for construct number 2. Let's see. We send Skomata. Yeah, this should be sending the new Earth. Draw for beasts. So let's see. We draw Super Poly. Fantastic. Send the equip Shaddoll. Let's see. Go for the new Earth. Try to get another. It doesn't trigger upon normal summon. So it's what is it? Yeah, you activate it whenever it's face one field. Let's see. They try to Ash. Don't do that, guys. Read the card. It's unaffected, what is it, by monster effects with a lower level, I think. I think so. Yeah, it should be. Let's see. We go for Wendy, can make the fusion. We try to get our loopy thingy going, this time with Hedgehog. I think Ariel was the better. Or am I missing a dark in it? Oh no, I have Beast, so yeah, I guess Ariel would have been the better option. Anyway, so it's Exo Sister, which is fantastic. Banish the stuff, right? So we go for Wendy, flip face up, flip face down, search core, battle phase. We super poly their fields. I think we used Hedgehog already, but you know, we can go for Construct, I guess. Yeah, because we are at least under our own Winda. Going for Wendy, you know, would not make sense. So Dragon to pop the back row, and this should be more than enough. So again, once per turn search, really fantastic, basically for free. Let's see. We keep Wendy on field because we should be able to make a big push either way. The thing is that Nip is a card still. I mean, with Winda on field, it's still would be king though. Let's see, Skomata, another fusion summon, but I think we're still under 5 summons, no? I don't know. I should recheck it because we're normal summoning Cartesia as well. If this is summon number 5, it is what it is. Balls to the wall. Going second. And the advantage though is that, you know, you could play like a fusion pile, 50-60 cards. Definitely an option. But I try to make this one as close to 40 as possible. But the deck already, like, as you know, like OG Shaddoll Fusion makes it so that going second is much easier, even though it's Ash bait. The new fusion spell is technically also Ash bait, so if you have both, depend on you know, the situation. But getting out a free Shaddoll fusion if your opponent controls an extra deck monster, that's fantastic. And their endboard is going to be pretty sick as well. So let's see, the Link Spider is nifty, I guess. No Dryzel getting rid of the Link Spider. This gets rid of the token essentially. Okay. Eclipse Twins, so their endboard, if I remember correctly, is going to be Bakuska? Bakuska, I think, yeah. And it should be Bakuska and Detonator. Yeah, that's the case. Which I guess is fine. Yeah, okay, Bakuska makes sense. Detonator cannot be used, but I mean, okay, you have to go through Bakuska bar Detonator, right? So we use Shaddoll Fusion for for App Cologne, you know, use their effects, and then change Super Poly, because Bakuska is an Earth. Really nice, and this will, you know, eventually let App Cologne resolve. They were not able to chain. I mean, they could chain, but I mean, you're not, at least maybe you're not expecting the Super Poly chain with Detonator. That is, with again Bakuska on field, would not make much sense unless you're, you know, like you're a psycho guy that expects the Super Poly play. Anyway, so let's see. They go for Lacrima for the trap. Eventually sending Desiree, but you know, dodge, fusion summon with Cartesia. I guess leaving Cartesia on field, the quick fusion also would be nice. There is the Imperm, which I guess is fine. There's no way to dodge it with our current setup. Double Imperm though, and then there's, I think, a Veiler in hand as well, like Detonator, Bakuska, a double Imperm Veiler, plus Field Spell negation, right? So send Grista, Earth Grista, fusion summon for the Earth one. You cannot fail or that. I don't think it. Oh no, there. Nope, unaffected. Cannot be used. At least cannot be sent to the graveyard with this play. So go for the Equip Fusion, and what are we going for? Wendy. Okay. Let's see. We reborn this. Like, this play is so sick. Reborn something. Construct getting something back. I like the what is the Shaddoll trap named, the one that special summons itself. I think it's needed as well, because, you know, it's a free monster, a free attribute, and free stuff. I think it's part of the engine, and this should be more than enough, right? Even though Eclipse is attached, we still had some plays going, so really nicely, really solid support. I like it a lot. But like, you know, feel free to leave suggestions. The only good normal summon for the deck now, bar maybe a Mathematician, is Cartesia. But, I mean, options are definitely welcome. Okay, guys, this is it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Riddim signing out. Peace.